Live edge coffee table is a coffee table made from live edge lumber. You keep the outer organic shape of the tree as it naturally grew, and you work that in as a design feature to the surface. We make a lot of live edge coffee tables. They're very popular, both in lengthwise cut slabs or face grain boards and cookies. It's probably one of our most popular tables. It all comes down to the customer preference. Sometimes when we're building a customer a dining room table, they have offcuts left over from their slabs that they don't want to just throw away. So we'll use those pieces to make them a coffee table out of. That way they don't go to waste. We make cookie tables, we make regular coffee tables out of face grain boards. It all kind of comes down to what the customer asks us for, what their design calls for. Sometimes we end up cutting the live edge off. That's very few and far between, but coming down to the decor in each client's house, it's always different. So we never really know what we're going to be up against until we make it. If left to our own designs, we'll keep the live edge on nearly every time. Coffee tables are easier to produce. Handling smaller pieces of wood in the shop is always easier. One person can do that easily. Every step of the process is shorter and easier. So the flattening of the slabs, the gluing up of the pieces, the process becomes easier the smaller the table becomes. We built a coffee table last year that was made from a single piece of walnut that was a quadrupled mitered piece. So we essentially glued it together as a big box, and it had 4 waterfalled edges. It was a very expensive table. It ended up being around $13,000. But we worked with all of the defect in the slab. There were some giant voids and some rot sections. We cut around those to keep them out of our glue seams, but it ended up being a really special piece. And I checked in on it 6 months ago, and it was still in perfect condition. It all comes down to the piece of the wood. You can have a very boring live edge slab as a coffee table, or you can have one that has a lot of movement to it. The same can be said for dining room tables. It really is wood dependent. We have a lot more design options for legs when it comes to dining room tables because you're actually going to see more of the leg, but we have more design freedom, I would say, with a coffee table because we can turn part of the end of it into a leg itself.